Hello everyone, this is Alex Pop from Romania and welcome to another chess video. Last time I showed you the method that I wanted to create. Now when I explained the method, I emphasized that people are not doing what I had in mind. In a sense, I found out now that in a sense they are. They Some people have thought of doing flashcards or doing something similar with chess. And actually, I found out now, for instance, for a person named Stacia Melinda, she actually thought of what I'm doing right now 2 years before. So then again, you learn something every day. So first shout out, they have thought of it, they have done it. So a lot of what I've said they have done. I've checked I've checked first of all Stasia's flashcard method, and from what I gather, um, she was doing so she was building uh, different flashcards from her own games, which is exactly what I was doing. So if you remember, when I went to Chessable or I'm basically building a deck of cards, of flashcards, for reviewing from my own games. And this is what she was doing. So she would get her games and she would start making flashcards out of them. Now, uh, what I can see is she grouped those flashcards onto certain themes, and that was so she would make those flashcards from her own games, and then she would group them in themes, so strategy, tactics, opening. Now this she says that this is primarily responsible for helping me gain 300 rating points. I don't exactly know her FIDE rating, so maybe if we search FIDE, well, or Stacia Pugh. All right, we can search like that, Stacia, and still I couldn't find her. But then again, then again, what we are interested is the method. So she she built those deck of cards just like I said I would build them. My only, as much as my only issue with the way she is doing so, criticism if you would like, is that she uses also text for a lot of, so okay, so how white can win this game, it's one, but as I saw, she used in an opening to ask what are the lines in this variation, or what is the name of the variation, and some of those questions are not particularly helpful. So to give a point here, when I played with white, right, uh, learn next, for instance, here we don't care what's the name of the variation, we care what we should have played. Could we do something good or good enough, yes or no? So we don't care, okay, black can play this or that or this. No, 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 no. In this line, what does white play, in a sense? This is what I'm searching for. Now, the spaced repetition that she's doing, of course, is still good enough for her to learn the concepts. My only issue is that some of those concepts may not be that relevant, but the discussion goes on. It could be relevant for somebody else. So I have my methodology. Someone else might have a different methodology. We agree on the usefulness of flashcards from your own games. So this is where we agree. And you see, she made a whole deck of cards with what from her games and what she should have played, what she shouldn't. Yeah, so this is in a way how I would see it. So it goes. So from your games, you can then build a whole deck of cards, and you would then see the mistakes that you repeat and correct them fast enough. Yeah, and you can see here that the strategy. So she has a strategy solutions PGN, and again, you can build them in chess base. I just find it easier in Chessable. I mean, you just input the position and it goes. So from my point of view, it's much easier. But again, different methods, different people, different ideas. Now, this method it was interesting for me to see what she was doing, how she was building those deck of cards, how she was fixing some mistakes. Again, what I liked a lot is that she used her own games. So she is not bullshitting me. This is her. So this is not some Carlsen game or Caruana game, and yeah, you should have played like a world champion. Here it is herself. These are my mistakes. I did not see this. I should have seen this. So this is I actually respect a lot this kind of mentality. Yeah, so all in all, Stasia's flashcard method is a way. And another video that I wanted to show, because this is in a sense what got me started. So I knew of Chessable. If you asked me 2 to 3 weeks ago about these kinds of ideas, I didn't exactly. I would argue about this, but I didn't know how to do it efficiently. I didn't know that on Chessable you could create your own courses. I knew of Chessable, but I didn't know that you could create your own courses with the positions that you can do. I just had an idea one night, wait, people are selling on Chessable. So build, we could also, if they are selling, right, they have to create them, and if they have to create them, they should be allowed to make them. And that's how I found this video, right? And in this video, it's an example of how you can use leeches. You can use leeches with this evaluation to find mistakes and then copy them into Chessable. Exact same thing that I did. Now I didn't use. I wanted to use leeches, but it's actually much easier with ChessBase. I mean, you just go here and copy position anytime you want. So it's much practical. And also, if you have a stronger engine, it might be easier for you to analyze. So this is why I would suggest this kind of. I would suggest right now, or at least for me, it's easier to do it in ChessBase. But then again, different stuff, different ideas. This is why. So yeah, here he added them on teams, as I see. So there would be a team of tactics, team of strategy. Here you can see, yeah, actual move was did. Yes, and variation name tactic, which again, I'm not particularly fond of grouping mistakes, in the sense that if you group those mistakes, you still have to learn them all. Otherwise, you're leaving behind some of those mistakes, and since you are going to group them anyway, you are going to do them anyway, it might as well, as I see it, I would right now put them all in the same place. So with white, what am I missing with white? What am I missing with black? How are my white games improving? How are my black games improving? So this is why I only have two here. This is why I only have games with black, games with white. But different methodologies, different ideas. In any case, he's showing how to do exactly this idea. So, and that's why it it wouldn't be that would be nice. It I have to show these kinds of idea. I didn't exactly know that they were using those flashcards method like that. So this is why Stacia Melinda actually did it before me. So all the praise to her for the original idea. In any case, I think this kind of idea is also used in used by certain trainers. My question would be if we would take it to the extreme. So if we just ran this type of training method, could we do it? Also, I searched for chess spaced repetition, and again, Chessable is built around this idea. So if you would do this, then so Chessable is designed for you to be able to do spaced repetition. And yeah, this one is actually interesting for me. So there is a national master, right? National master Elijah Logozar. And I remember, I think there is an article or something where he reached something like 3,000 on solving on chess.com. And I was shocked because I had at that time 2,500. So you can imagine when I saw the article, he was 2,000 elo and I was 2,300. And how there was that question, how can he be 3,000? How can he be that strong in solving, but he be much weaker in chess, in the chess area? My this was a shock for me. So, and also when I heard how he's speaking, heard how he's doing his analysis, stuff like that, it almost felt like I was watching myself, my younger self. So it was actually very funny for me to see this. Now he's a national master 2200, as I understood. So yeah, I'm seeing myself in the past. Okay, god damn it, you're doing this, all right. And you're coming up with ideas like that, yeah, and you're brash and you're arrogant like that. Okay, good job. But Elijah Logazar does have a point in the spaced repetition, in the puzzle solving part, because if you do those once or twice or third time, they will stick in your mind. This is what I'm. This is the whole idea. The woodpecker method is used, if you remember, to absorb chess materials, right? So, or chess books. Again, we have chess books, right? If you remember chess books, we have um, chess games. We have to play games. All right. There is actually, I think I should play chess games, right? So we have chess books or chess materials, play chess games. We have chess analysis, and then learn from mistakes, right? The woodpecker method is used for getting chess books into your brain. This is what the woodpecker does. It's a way designed to get the contents of the book, to repeat the contents of the book, and make them stick in your mind. And again, what I'm trying to do is cut exactly this part. So I will always be linked to playing my own games and analyzing my games. So now you know what exactly I'm searching for, how you know of other people who did this type of idea. I hope I will find others who tried this idea, who did experiments like this. And if you know, put them in the comments below or anytime send an email. Thank you all and see you next time.